Let's do it again! After lunch!
I swear, someone has been in my locker.
Stop paranoid! It's rats! It's always rats!
No! My stuff moved!
Relax, come on! Rats, I say!
What was that noise? They can't hide in the same place forever.
We stole a whole shipment of Ozin from Obin. I wanted to share it with people in need. But our friend had other ideas. And I think he's hidden a few bottles somewhere too. Did you find them? What? No! Keep it for people who really need it. I guess you're not wrong. Thank you.
Hi, twerps.
another step forward.
Hey, yous, welcome! My name is Captain Goldie, your host at this beautiful and totally legit resort.
That's enough. Catch this!